Hello there, good morning, and we are on our way to Delhi Terminal 3 for my 8 a.m. flight to Mumbai. It's a long day ahead because from Mumbai Airport Terminal 2 I have to transfer to Juhu Airfield, from where I'm taking a chopper up to one of the resorts near Lonavala. I've taken choppers before, but this will be the first time I'm doing such a long chopper ride in quite a while. 5:41 a.m. according to the clock in the taxi I'm in, and I'm heading to the airport really early because security has become quite a mess. I know I've flown in the recent past, but my friends have posted some pretty nutty pictures of security and told me it's taken them over an hour to clear security just recently. So I don't want to take chances. This is something the government should really fix. It is actually contingent upon the Home Ministry, not the Civil Aviation Ministry in India, because the Central Industrial Security Force that handles security at Indian airports, whether they're private or they're publicly run, is a central government organization run by the Home Ministry. They really need to get more people in. So let's see how this goes today. There was a lot of traffic on the road to Delhi Terminal 3 this early in the morning. But a reason for that is because the road has been narrowed to allow the construction of the overhead taxiways that will connect Terminal 1 apron to the new southern runways at Delhi Airport. This will reduce taxi times of these aircraft that will access the runways 1129 on the southern end of the airport pretty considerably, also saving on fuel costs. There was a lot of human traffic at the airport as well. In India, you need to show your ID, or any government issued ID, to enter the airport terminal, and the name has to match with your boarding pass. If you're a foreign citizen, you can obviously use your passport to enter the terminal. Once I got into the terminal, there was even more traffic inside, and the lines for security were extremely long indeed. Oh boy. Well, that was a bit chaotic. Sort of rewarding me for coming in super duper early today. It's 6:40. I got into the airport at about 6 and 40 minutes to just go through security at Delhi Airport. They should really do more. My friend Ajay Atani told me that they haven't put the machines in automatic, but I found out that they have actually. So the security queues are just overwhelming today. And if you're flying via Delhi right now, it would be useful that you come to the airport at least 2 hours before time. Grabbing a Starbucks coffee in the morning at the Starbucks. Still have about 10 minutes before boarding. Starbucks isn't as crowded as it usually is. If there is one advantage to flying Air India, it is that its aircraft are usually parked on the shorter pier of the domestic side of Delhi Terminal 3. So before you knew it, I was at my gate and boarding had already begun over an hour before scheduled departure. And we entered the cabin of Papa Tango, which still had the old school seats of Air India. Good morning again. We are on board Victor Tango, Papa Tango, the Airbus A321 CEO that will be flying me down to Mumbai today. In fact, Air India is the only operator of the A321 CEO in India. And they have a fleet of about 20 of these aircraft. I'll just check how many they have right now. And looking forward. First time I'm flying Air India after the Tata Sons takeover. Not a fan of their upholstery for sure. While most airlines across the world have moved to leatherette coverings on their seat, Air India still uses these cloth-covered seats. So what do you think of these seats? Do you like them? Do you like the red and orange mix of colors? Seat pocket contents with just a safety card, And legroom wasn't all that bad, and for a domestic flight, I didn't mind it at all.
Welcome you on board Star Alliance member Air India's Airbus A321 service EI 665 to Mumbai. Captain is in command. The flight today is for 1 hour and 45 minutes and a distance of 1,300 kilometers would be covered. Thank you.
Pushback was right on time, and we made the long way to the threshold of runway 29, where this A321 CEO began its long, lumbering takeoff run. The CEO family is quite a lot less powerful than the NEO family, something I experience now quite often because most flights inside India are now on NEO aircraft. The skies over the national capital region of India were horribly dull and grey and did not afford great views of either Delhi, Gurgaon, or even the industrial belt from Gurgaon to Manesar all the way up to Neemrana. You could barely see much. And unfortunately, that remained the case pretty much through the entire flight all the way to Mumbai. Grey skies, not much of a view of the ground, and I just waited for breakfast to be served. It was quite pleasant to get a nice hot breakfast and a choice of meals on board this flight. There was a choice of a vegetarian and a non-vegetarian option. I chose a non-vegetarian option, which was an omelette with potatoes on the side. I was pleasantly surprised that Air India offers metal cutlery, albeit very thin gauge metal cutlery, for the economy class passengers and not the standard plastic cutlery that even Vistara gives the economy passengers. As for the food, it wasn't bad. The omelette wasn't overly dry. It's quite often that eggs on board aircraft can be overheated and they're pretty much killed, but it was tasty and the potatoes were quite nice. The tomato salsa was a bit too much on the salty side in my opinion. Not bad for a breakfast though. As I said before, the skies above India continued to be quite dull all the way down to Mumbai, and you couldn't really see much out of the aircraft. I spent my time listening to podcasts because Air India doesn't even offer a bring your own device streaming entertainment option on board. Our approach to Mumbai was a standard approach to runway 27, and we came in over Navi Mumbai, crossing over the new parts of the city where there's a lot of residential construction taking place. One thing I find fascinating every single time I fly into Mumbai is just the density of residential and commercial and even industrial construction in the city. As you approach the airport, you get why former civil aviation ministers and secretaries have called Mumbai airport slumlocked. There's really almost no space for the airport to expand. That is why a new airport is coming up in Navi Mumbai. And I actually saw construction of this new airport quite clearly on my flight back from Shilim to Juhu airfield, something you can catch from the link above. It is a very long taxi once you roll off Mumbai's runway 27 towards Terminal 2. Conversely, from Terminal 2 to the takeoff threshold of runway 27, it is a very short taxi. After disembarking the flight, Mumbai airport is not a very easy airport to exit. Because of its unique shape, again thanks to its slum-locked nature, the travelators do not cut travel time all that much. The terminal is curved and the travelators can actually sometimes be very, very short indeed. Some of them are 30 or 40 feet long, not really helping. This particular one was actually quite long, but many of the others, as any passenger who's experienced Mumbai airport will tell you, can be excruciatingly short, and it's faster to usually walk. After I got out of the terminal, I was in a Lexus actually, since I was traveling for a Lexus drive and going all the way to Juhu airfield. Actually, not all the way. Juhu airfield is pretty much just 10 minutes away from the exit of Mumbai Terminal 2 if you get lucky with traffic. However, traffic in Mumbai is very unpredictable, and as you can see as we got off the Milan flyover, it can be highly congested in the city. Thank you for watching this video. Do like this video if you liked it, do comment, and please do subscribe. Over 2/3 of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel, and I want more people to subscribe. Thank you again, and this is Kushan Mitra signing off.